This is rather thrilling.
Well met. Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Ale? Much obliged.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I mustn't let the camp. I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit. The rest of that vim goes away.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Too fast for you.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Would seem I've some catching up to do.
You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold.
To think I'd be caught unawares. I am shamed.
What fails to destroy us only in... Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry. Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. It will be an honor to serve by your side. So this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
Right you are.
Pitiable Arisen. Shackled by a foul curse and robbed of all memory.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm the ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital. Became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. Ah, excellent find.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
The sun climbs high. How might I serve you, Arisen? I've nothing to share at present. We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Are you so eager to chat with me? I thought we did enough of that on the road. Who might have the answers we need? Should we ask around?
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice. Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
If you want my advice, heed no advice, save your own.
A tad roundy, but I shan't complain.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time.
Could have sworn I had ought to attend to.
Days like this make me glad to be alive. Let's hand round the
What am I to do?
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
What am I to do? He really ought to...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about... Me? Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
What should I do? Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melv. Yes, of course. I see it now.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
I'll go and open the chest. It seems I've collected a few too many things. Perhaps I ought to be more selective in future.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place pissed my ears. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with this.
Living's hard.
What am I to do?
Dreams are free.
He really ought to have returned by now.
Well met, sir.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Don't think I'll stand for this.
I could spend all day here.
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things. Seems they've a village nearby. They ill favour living alongside the people of other races, dwarves in particular. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than we do. I reckon that sets us apart. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest, sharing a village is out of the question, eh?
things are.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We have been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
You dare!
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
A brief respite is naught to decry.
Seems naught ever goes right.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred...
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.